Hello and welcome. I'm Alex from Rain, and I want to talk a little bit more about mask scripts in Rain Vision System Analytics. So we currently have one analysis script, and each analysis script comes with a default mask script. In our case, the default mask script of basescript.py is in fact the single wavelength band mask script. There are also three other options. For example, to use an index, a reflection index for masking, or two indices or two wavelength bands. But let's start with a single wavelength band masking. By pressing the masking button here, it will open the masking interface, and you can see what I already tested and tried out for you. We have reference images from the beginning and the end of the experiment. In this case, we have basil, one green basil variant and a purple basil variant, which is really hard to see right here. But I also wanted to have a challenging sample image because they are so visually different. It's hard to mask them both on the same time. I chose the wavelength band 940, so near infrared, and set the threshold to 0.217. This was just by playing around with it. And what you can see is that all the plants are white and the background is basically black. But you also see that there are still some artifacts. So this is the reflection right here in the center of the tray, which also shows up as white. In general, about masking. So what you want to do is you want to segment your image. You want to change, or you want to differentiate between background and your samples you want to analyze. It's not always possible to get it as clean as you would like it to be. As you can see right here, we have quite a big artifact. But what's more important is that this artifact is not covered by a ROI. That's why you can use the ROI overlay and check if there is any artifact in your ROI. And as you can see right here, there is none. So these settings should be fine for the analysis. So I specifically chose these settings also to show you another setting, or the function of another setting, the dilate pixel. So currently with this plant right here, it would be like this, that all the different parts would potentially not analyzed as one object, because right here, as you might be able to see, there is no connection between this white part and the rest of the seedling. If I now press dilate pixel, it will create a connection, because what it does is, well, basically dilates all the pixels, and thereby, if there's only a tiny little gap, creates a connection, and this will be recognized as one single object. So that's why dilate pixels might be useful for you. Fill speckles. So this does what it says. It fills up little artifacts. If I decrease this, you will see there will be much more artifacts, and we can easily get rid of them by just filling them up, as you can see right here. But don't increase this too much, because if you fill up larger objects, you might lose one of your tiny seedlings, as you can see in this example right here. So this is our seedling, and if we set it to a larger size, it will disappear. All right, next step. Let's look at something more complicated. What you can also use to create a mask is index. You basically have all the indices available that can also be analyzed. So, for example, the anthocyanin reflectance index, and now it's getting complicated for this image because we have so different plant and they have so different visual properties. So, for example, if we use, let's see, the green leaf index, this will, for example, prefer, obviously, the green basil variants. So you can actually see that here is a black gap where, in fact, the plant is, but all the green basils are can be seen quite well. And if you ask yourself why it's so fuzzy, that's due to the dilate pixel effect. So if you're using an index, it might make sense to deactivate this function. And because then you can also sometimes fill this, well, grain and salt noise, let's say. I'm not sure what the correct expression for this is, but you can try and get rid of this by that. Right. So let's play around a little bit with this. So this round thing is an artifact of the reflection. Right. So it's absolutely not optimal, the green leaf index for this picture, for this multispectral image. So let's try something else. Let's use the green difference vegetation index, which will also cover plants which have a high anthocyanin level. And we can either decrease or increase the threshold and thereby try to identify the perfect sweet spot to identify our plants. And it looks like I accidentally hit it right now, because we can see we caught all the different plants, all the seedlings right here, and not too much of artifacts. There's one little artifact over here, so I might just increase the threshold just a little bit more to get rid of this artifact. I could also increase the fill speckle size, but it would be also possible that I would lose this little one over here. But it's always well, a little bit hard to find the perfect settings, and sometimes you need to combine two indices or two wavelength bands to get to the optimal settings. And you can do this as well with other mask scripts. For example, using the two wavelength bands masking script. So, for example, what you can do right here is you can select, well, let's use the 940 again. First, I would always recommend to set the logical operator to OR. You will see the mask of the 940 nanometer wavelengths and the wavelength you selected here, both at the same time. Because if you set it to AND, only the area will turn white when it is white in both submasks, basically. Okay, let's see. We now have the 940, and now let's decrease it a little bit so we can see it right here. A little bit more. Right. I mean, it's already quite good, but let's see what we can do. For example, we could use maybe, I'm not sure, the blue and have XOR. Yeah, here we go. So what the XOR does, it basically cuts out parts. And we can, by this, we can decrease this artifact in the middle, because the reflection of blue usually is not that strong with plants, but it is in areas where we have a general high reflection. So that's what we can do right here. Here we go. So we could basically almost completely remove that. Let's see. A little bit more. No, actually, I think it was quite fine like this. And if we now increase the fill speckles, we can get almost rid of all the artifacts. That was a little bit too much. We lost our plant over here. Right. I mean, it's always playing around with the settings. It's always playing around with the thresholds. But if you set the threshold one time, you usually should find your optimal setting close to this. And yeah, I think that's the most important things you need to know about masking in the different mask scripts. I recommend you to read the different readmes of the mask scripts, or ask us questions if you want to know more. Thank you very much.